Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do.
Klescher Rehabilitation Facility has been given an update with 3.18. New ways to knock off some time, some new activities, you spawn with a head, and a new escape quest that is about the equivalent of digging your eyeballs out with a hot spoon. The quest is basically you playing a game of chance against your skills, and 60% of the time you'll fail every time. While you're busy doing the math on that, let me tell you that the fastest way to clear your crime stat now is to take a ventilation repair quest, go down to depth 10 and do the quest while killing off any of the NPCs that you find in the area, bringing the loot back up to knock off even more time. We will go over the escape quest in a bit, but first I want to show you some other new things and how I got started on my adventure. In Route 1 Depth 1 there used to be a caved in pile of rocks, and now there is a new rusty boxing ring. After learning how to throw some uppercuts and some overhand hooks, my training was complete and it was time for me to show the other inmates who the new kingpin was.
Fresh fish. Got a pretty mouth.
I'm nobody's bitch. You are mine. I don't need to know you. You only need to know me. I will be the one.
Now that I know who's going to be loyal, I sent them to create a distraction while I plotted my escape.
Suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
John Ralphio?
This guy now overlooks the facility yard, giving the NPC more personality, whereas in 3.17, he just stood there being all introverted and boring. You can still find contraband, do ventilation quests, or mine rocks to cut time off your sentence. But what new ways can you shave time off your stay? Well, there are now NPCs throughout the mines that you can kill or disable.
Due to your recent actions, we are forced to add time to your sentence. Use extra time to think about what you've done.
You're going to want to go to depth 10 where the comms are off so you're not getting additional time like I did here, but you can loot these NPCs for rocks, tiger claws, and shivs, which you can then sell at the new contraband terminals for merits and a reduced sentence. But if you're a masochist, boy do I have the quest for you.
Attention! One of our guests has evacuated the facility before completing their rehabilitation time. We at Klescher want to remind you that this kind of behavior is not acceptable, and ultimately, running from responsibility hurts you more than it hurts us.
Ain't that the truth? So to trigger the new escape quest, you have to go to Route 1 Depth 7. And I say this because you will not lose the comm link on the other routes till you get to 9 or 10. Once the comm link drops, wait for Rudo to contact you under your personal tab, asking if you need an out, where he explains to you that his inside man must have died along the escape route and he needs you to get the data chip back and upload it to him. In exchange, he will clear you your crime stat. So run back up to the entrance, peek through the door, and get the code. The first part of the quest is where you need to input and wait for the fan to stop. Is someone shooting in there? Oh shit! The guards shoot at you? You chill, I'll come back. Psych! Then crawl through some tunnels, climb a few cliffs, and when you finally get near the top... Seriously? Go back to depth 7, get the quest from Rudo again, go back up 7 floors, get the code, stop the fan, go through the tunnels, up some cliffs, where you will find a guy with the data chip on a branch.
You know what? This game. I quit. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm spending all my time doing this, and this is only how good I am. Why? I could have written a book. I could have gotten a degree. I could have done anything with my life.
Go lose the comms, get the quest, back up 7 floors, get the code, put it in the terminal, tunnels, cliffs, to where there's a branch on the other side that you need to jump to, and then it's just one small jump to the data chip. Yeah, Max and Elliot, as a content creator, I want to strangle both of them right now.
Don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.
After you make your final jump and collect the data chip, it's onto the surface where you will need to put in another code to get inside the storage with the Ursa rover. The quest now wants you to head to a derelict site 4,000 meters away to upload the chip. The Ursa is now packing guns on its weapons rack, but watch your approach, as there could be bounty hunters patrolling the area as well. After you breach the site, you will have to take out a few NPCs and then enter the Cutlass derelict to find an upload terminal on the bottom bunk. Insert your data chip and this will complete the quest and clear you of your crime stat. From there, turn on the Cutlass Black and wait for the round of missiles to pass. Then take off and set your decoys to 3 because you are free. Congratulations, you have escaped from prison. I feel like you should get a golden Klescher suit bound to your account for completing this. There needs to be some sort of other incentive, just to give people a reason to even try the quest. And for those that complete it, then they have something to be like, hey, I went out and I did this. If you guys like the idea, go ahead and like and leave a comment to the video, and we'll see if we can make it happen. You can fly to the nearby aid shelter for some gear and supplies, or grab yourself a ship at the new ASOP terminals, or you could just take the Ursa here and skip the whole Rudo part of the escape. You can also have a friend come here and pick you up, or you can have them pick you up at the facility by going inside the silo.
Be advised, you are continuing to approach a restricted facility. Trespassing will be treated according to local laws. Alert, you are trespassing.
By lowering your ramp, an inmate can skip the final challenges by jumping aboard your ship, or you can sit and wait for people who are trying to escape. Because who doesn't want more of an escape challenge? I found this guy trying to leave an escape craft for his friend, so I took him and the ship out, and I watched the salvage parts bounce around in the fan below. But don't get overly cocky, cause you never know when a bigger bounty hunter will come along. Shit, this ain't looking good, guys.
Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark.
Have no fear, because with the new crime system you can clear your citations at one of the payment stations as long as you are at a crime stat of 2 or lower. They can be found at any space station or major city. Subscribe and don't miss out on the next video where I'll show you the entire escape route.